What's going on, my real gladiators? How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Stu Queen's Thoughts. I'm a Stu Queen B, and this is my channel. I am going over the book Women of the Bible for women of color. Excuse me. My apologies. I did not mean to burp in y'all ear. Hope everybody's doing well today. Pray that everybody is moving swiftly today. And I'm glad I finally get caught up with the time, because I promise you, I did not realize that yesterday clocks went back. But anywho, let me get to let me get to reading. We are going over the color women of the Bible. This young lady's name is Rebekah, but it's spelled Rebekah. Never seen it spelled that way, but I think that's a beautiful way of spelling it. It says a woman of obsessive love. Rebekah was unable to have children for nearly 20 years after marrying Isaac, but Isaac prayed for his wife, and finally Rebekah conceived two boys, Jacob and Esau. Genesis 25, chapters 19 through 26. Although Esau was the eldest and entitled his father's inheritance and blessing. How's everybody doing today? Y'all good today? I hope y'all feeling good today. I'm feeling okay today. Let me see. My apologies. I was prepared but unprepared. Rebekah's favored her youngest son, Jacob, and desired that he could take the place of Esau as the inheritor. When the opportunity arose, Rebekah helped Jacob deceive his father, Isaac, who had become old, feeble, and blind, bestowed upon Jacob the family blessings and inheritance that was intended for Esau. Genesis 27, chapters 1 through 30. Rebekah later protected Jacob from Esau's wrath by sending him to stay with her brother, Laban, in Haran. Unfortunately, Rebekah and Jacob were missing. Rebekah and Jacob were never reunited, and upon her death, Rebekah was buried in the family burial ground at what's this called? Machafel. Don't know what that is. If that's how it is pronounced, my bad. And also, I appreciate anyone coming to the building. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And to my new subscribers, thank you very much. I truly appreciate you. And I appreciate that you take a little time out of your day just to listen to something positive. I try my best to do my best to keep it in a positive space. So I hope that these are helping. And also, spread the word. I would appreciate it. Let me get back to this book. It's inactive and proper for a woman, a wife and a mother, to love passionately. But Rebekah loved for her Jacob became a selfish, jealous love that led to favoritism of one child over another. Her love for Jacob also led her to compromise her love for and loyalty to her husband. She was determined to do whatever she thought would help Jacob at the expense of both Esau and Isaac. Unlike Rebekah's case, sometimes we hear that crimes of passion have ultimately led to the death of an innocent people. As a mother and a spouse, we must take care that our love for our children and our spouse do not become an obsessive love, a love that would allow us to succumb to the temptations of Satan, to betray moral ethics, covenant relationships, spiritual commitments. As women of God, one of our loves should always be pure and subject to the Spirit of God. God loves for us to serve as the ultimate true example of pure love, a love that is unconditional, shown with no bias or favoritism, and is not jealous nor boastful. Unselfish motives or desires define pure love. It's always protected, always trusted, always hopes, always preserves, and above all, never fails. See Corinthians 1, chapters 1, no, chapters 13, chapters 7 through 8. Evaluate the love you have for your family members. How can you make sure your love is pure and subject to God in spirit? Read Genesis 24 and 27. Read Corinthians 1:13. I hope this put a little light on y'all day this morning. I hope that you take the time to put yourself first today. Like I said, we had talked about Rebekah, a woman of obsessive love. We should never love anything or anyone obsessively but God. And God wouldn't even want you to obsess over him as well. But as long as you know where you stand with God, and you know God is in the front of you and not behind you, God is pleased. Even when we fall, even when we make our mistakes, if you make amends and apologize to God as well as yourself for disrespecting him and you, sometimes things can work out for the best. Sometimes if you just sit still, and I tell y'all the same thing I'm learning is to sit still and let God work. I may stumble, I may get nervous, I may get depressed, I may catch anxiety attack. Never had one before, but God never knows what happened. Only God knows what happened, should I say. But no matter where I'm at, even when I'm in one of my darkest days, I still know that God upstairs got me. I'm just a worrywart. And I put myself through enough stress in my life for me to allow things that I have no control over to control me. And the only person that should be controlling me is God and me. Anyone else is irrelevant. But I pray that everybody has a blessed and beautiful day today. Make sure you take some time to spend by yourself. I don't care if it's an hour. I don't care if it's 15 minutes. Take some time and sit in a space or in a room by yourself. Have a conversation between you and God. Or have a conversation with yourself. Don't let people make you think you crazy if you talk out loud to yourself. Because sometimes you have to hear the words out loud that you're thinking. Sometimes you have to hear the words out loud for them to either make sense or make no sense at all. Now, I'm not talking about people that already have that have mental health issues, and I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful to anyone. I'm not a doctor, so that's the reason why I'm saying that. So I have no right to say it in that way. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. I'm just telling you what can help sometimes when you are stressed, when you are going through depression, when you are going through anxiety, because I deal with it myself. So I just say sometimes go in a corner to yourself, into a dark space, and have a conversation with yourself out loud so you can get it out of your head. Because a lot of us overthinkers, we carry a lot around on us going on upstairs, sometimes too much. So sometimes we have to talk to someone or speak the words out loud to make it through and say, okay, time to start throwing a pity party. Stand up and do what you're supposed to do. So that's what I learned to do over the years. Some things I'm still learning because some things I'm not used to. But I'm doing my best to try to keep a positive tone. And when I'm not in a positive state, trust me, I will let y'all know. Because sometimes it could be one day I could be in a good mood, the next day I'm not. So, but it's all a stepping stone. And it's all a learning lesson. So, I thank anyone who came through. I hope y'all hit the like button. If you didn't, please hit it on your way out. I would truly appreciate it. And again, we have covered. Her name is Rebekah. And I love the way her name is spelled. And I can see that would be a woman of color's Rebekah. Of way of spelling it. And that is Rebekah. Because I've never seen Rebekah spelled that way. But it's beautiful anyway. But I'm wishing you a blessed and beautiful day. May you take some time, like I said, to yourself. Because if you don't take care of you first, you can't take care of everybody else. Especially if you have children or a mate you got to take care of. If you don't put out some time for you, you're going to run your battery out. And you're going to need a jump start. So you're going to need a nap or something. So if you don't feel like taking a nap, to take some time out and for your me time of silence so that you can continue to move forward and do what you do. Because life will continue to keep on lifing. We just have to make sure we deal with this situation and deal with the deck of cards that we were dealt with. So life is a game sometimes. People like to play. I would love to play. I would learn to love to play chess. But I don't even know if I need to learn to play chess. Because I always think with a critical mind. And I always think of how people treat other people. Sometimes that's just the way a game of life. You can see how people treat other people and you'll see how they treat you. And that reason why I say that you could have not done anything to that person. But they will mess with you, they will nitpick with you, they will start with you. They will cause all kind of havoc for you. And you be like, what is your problem? Like, I don't bother you. You know what I'm saying? Stay off my back. I'll stay away from yours. But also know, most of the time, it's not you. It's them. Because if they're always having a problem with you, then the problem is them. Trust and believe the problem is them. If you haven't done anything to that person, the problem is them. It's not you. Just know that. So, like I said, live upon yourself. If you got some little ones, love upon them. Please make sure y'all outside wearing your mask, especially if you have asthma, bronchitis, and stuff like that. Wear your mask outside. I'm going to say that. If you're the elderly, wear them outside when you go somewhere. And make sure you wash your hands. A lot of people don't wash their hands. Make sure your kids keep some sanitizer in their pockets. Stay safe out there. Be blessed today. And when your feet hit the ground, if you listen to this after you get out the bed, and you listen to this, make sure you before your feet touch their ground, thank God for waking you up this morning. With that being said, this is Stu Queen be out.
I spent so many nights sleeping on me, but I finally realized I'm all that I need. I'm that girl, been that chick, never needed no one else. I've been that bitch, plenty on my line, a couple on the side. Maybe I'm a dime, that face card don't decline. So tell me what it's giving, oh, I can tell you're living for this, what you've been missing, boy.